Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Pharaoh, and today we're going to be talking about Zoro. Specifically his left eye, which is like one of the most mysterious things that ever happened since the time skip. It wasn't noticeable at first after the time skip, but when Zoro did not open his left eye for like 3 arcs, yeah, that's when people noticed that something is definitely up with that left eye. Now, I don't think he has like a special eye or anything like that. Maybe he has Mihawk's eye, Sharingan, you know, all those crazy theories out there. It's probably just a regular eye, just like Rayleigh, as they share some similarities there. And the demon aura Zoro has is probably related to the swords like Shisui, but it is not related to his left eye, but that's just my take on it. Now, I've talked about this in my videos before. I think Zoro is nerfing himself by keeping one eye closed, and I believe this is related to observation Haki, or the breath of all things, which could be a high level of observation Haki. Now, when it comes down to Sanji and Zoro, both specialize in observation and ornament respectively. I feel like their best ability or form would be used in conjunction with the Haki they're not specialized in. So Sanji's new form that is above Diablo Jambe will rely more on ornament Haki, while Zoro's ultimate form, Ashura form, would be a mode that uses crazy observation Haki. Like I said before, while Zoro is specialized in ornament, I feel like as of right now, he's straining his observation by keeping one eye closed and finding enemies doing so. And going by what we saw from Rayleigh's training, you know, Rayleigh was restricting Luffy's sight to enhance his other senses, so that was one way to train your observation. It might be the same thing here with Zoro, where he keeps one eye closed because he's trying to augment the level of his observation Haki. Now, people may ask, why is observation good for a swordsman? The main thing we can use as a basis would be the breath of all things, whereas it improves your skills with a sword. Not so much brute force like ornament Haki, but more so technique wise. And this gave him the power to cut steel, which was something he tried to cut using brute force, and we saw that didn't work against Da's bones. And if you take a look at the world's greatest swordsman, Mihawk, he unusually has crazy observation Haki, as he showed in Marineford. So I definitely feel like observation Haki gives the swordsman an ability they can use offensively, just like ornament Haki. There's probably more to observation Haki, and there's probably more to ornament Haki. All we know right now is the basics. But yeah, observation Haki would allow the user to hear the breath of all things, and ornament would allow the user to cut it. So you could say Zoro would use his observation to bring out his more skilled or technical skill set that he has, like something similar to like Kinemon, whereas he cuts fire. You know, I don't think Zoro can cut fire yet, and I don't think you can just use brute force and do that. That probably involves more skill, more so than, you know, just physical muscle, and I think that's something Zoro lacks. When it comes down to Zoro's demons, which I think is related to his swords like Shisui, the cursed swords, and he might get a new one in Wano. He said he always wanted a fire sword, he might get one there. I think the demons are related to the sword. I think there might be a higher form of Ashura. Now, Ashura, from what we saw pre-time skip, was the equivalent of Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd, and Sanji's Diablo Jambe. And unlike Sanji and Luffy's power-ups, it wasn't a form. It was more so of a move, a skill set, because he couldn't maintain it after using one move. He'd activate Ashura, use one move, then get out of Ashura. He couldn't maintain it for long, but maybe after the time skip. Now, currently, as of right now, he can actually maintain it for longer durations. Now, Ashura is definitely not Gear 4's counterpart. A lot of people think Ashura is like Gear 4 level. It is not Gear 4 level. Even post time skip, it's not Gear 4 level. It has to be something else, and whatever it is, it's probably going to be related to what Zoro has in his left eye. I'm going along the line of, you know, the breath of all things, and maybe it's based off another demigod like Ashura, or maybe other gods from the Hindu traditions. But we're most likely going to see this against this fight against the Shogun. Again, there's a symbolism there with the dragon and the tiger being Zoro and the dragon being the Shogun, which is why I think the Shogun might be a swordsman with a dragon zone devil fruit. But that's pretty much my thoughts on Zoro's left eye. I don't think there's anything too crazy about it. You know, he just probably has crazy observation. When he takes that eye, when he opens that eye, it probably takes his observation Haki to a whole new level. But comment down below what you guys think. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more One Piece content on my channel. It is Pharaoh, and I will see you guys later. Peace.